Okay, so as discussed in the previous video, we'll be refactoring from Resend to NodePayner because there's one limitation in Resend that you can have only one user per inbox. Okay, so if I'll show you my inbox, let me show you. Wait a second. Okay, so let us just open our resend.com/emails. If we'll see the inbox, you can have only one user email per inbox. Okay, so if we'll see the pricing, it only tells that. So if we'll go to settings, you can see audiences limit 1 out of 1. That means you can have only one audience per inbox. You cannot have more than that. If you want to just go ahead with more audiences, more than one, you need to upgrade your resend with some pricings, but we'll be not upgrading, but rather we'll be refactoring from Resend to Node Mailer. Now let's try to refactor everything. Okay, I just discovered one thing for React email. Okay, in React email, I just discovered one thing that it contains a render method, which will just render out all the React component, all the React email components into one HTML template. So we'll be rendering that HTML template inside Node Mailer, and we'll be sending that HTML template to the user. Okay, so let us try to refactor our entire code. So we'll use Node Mailer. Okay, just we'll use Node Mailer, and for the email part, for the emailing part, I'll be using Mailtrap. Okay, mailtrap.io, or you can also go ahead and generate your app passwords using Gmail. Okay, so but we'll be using Mailtrap. Okay, so just go ahead and log in, or let us say we can also use Gmail, but we'll be not doing that because we are not on a production environment. So we'll be using Mailtrap. Okay, so you can have 50 emails per inbox, so that's a huge limit. Okay, so now let us just go ahead and install Node Mailer. I'll write here pnpm add Node Mailer. Okay, Node Mailer. Now what I will do is I will just comment out everything, the recent emails part, because I want you to have access to the recent emails functionality even after we have refactored to Node Mailer. Okay, so if we're going and we will go to our start testing. Okay, and I have one inbox. Let me show you how to create one inbox. You have to go ahead and sign up for an account on Mailtrap using your Google account or GitHub account or your email or password. Let's create one inbox that is named as my inbox. Okay, so after creating inbox, you'll be getting the inbox credentials that I'll be resetting after this video. Okay, these are the inbox credentials. Now, first of all, let us configure Node Mailer. Now, through Node Mailer, you can do something like this. Let us go ahead. Inside this recent.js, you have the recent configuration, but we'll be configuring Node Mailer, Node Mailer.js. Okay, now inside this Node Mailer.js, import Node Mailer. Let us just go ahead from, we'll be importing Node Mailer. Okay, so what I will import is I'll import the create transport function from Node Mailer and const transporter is equal to, let us say we'll grab out the code from Mailtrap only. So let's just go ahead for Node.js. Now Node Mailer.create transport. Let us just copy this. Okay, notice that I have already imported the create transport function, so no need to write that dot node mailer dot create transport. Okay, so let us grab out the credentials and store them inside our environment variable. Okay, so node mailer node mailer underscore host. Okay, node mailer underscore host, and then we'll have the port node mailer underscore port, that is okay, so let us just paste that here, node mailer underscore port. is equal to this. Okay, node name underscore port. Let's get the username. Okay, I'll get the username. So this is my username. Let us copy the password. Now I have actually installed one extension so that no secret keys will be exposed. Okay, I'm adding the password. Then what is the auth type, and TLS is optional. Okay, now let's just go ahead inside the node mailer.js. Instead of writing this host process.env dot node mailer underscore host. Okay, and what I will do is I will write here plus, because we want to convert this to a number, port. Okay, I think this should be stored inside a string, convert it into a number. Okay, so this will convert the string into a number, and then this will go ahead and write a process.env.username. And we are already having this config env. We can go ahead and write a node mailer underscore host. Actually, I forgot about this file, process.env dot this node mailer underscore host. In a second. Okay, so then we'll have this node mailer underscore port. Okay, so plus, then we'll have this port. Then let us say we'll be having the username and then the password. Okay, and we are done with this, I think. Okay, so let us just directly bring in node mailer. Uh, Let us just bring config dot node mailer underscore host, then config dot node mailer underscore port. Okay, and then config dot config dot node mailer underscore username and config dot node mailer underscore password. Config dot node mailer underscore password. Now this is our transporter that we have just created, and just go ahead and export const transporter. Okay, so I will export the transporter. Now what I will do is inside the lib, I have the send verification email, and instead of importing this resend, I will be importing transporter from dot slash node mailer. And instead of doing this, await resend dot emails dot send, what I will do is I will go ahead and write here something like this. Okay, so await transporter dot send email. Okay, so whom I want to send the email. So let's say from I'm sending from my side. Okay, over with Laksh. Okay, and I'll be providing the email as no reply, no reply at the rate code with Laksh.com. Okay, so this the email doesn't exist actually. Okay, we'll be not providing our actual email. So two will be sending to the email that the user has provided. Okay, then subject. What will be the subject? Subject will be like email verification, next authentication. Let us grab out that from the comment. Okay, and for the HTML part, let me do one thing. Let me just create one function. Okay, so const render email template is equal to async function. Okay, now const let us say return render render to HTML, not this one. Actually, we need to bring in the like import render from like @react email slash components. Okay, so render will be rendering the verification email, and we need the props. Okay, so what we need is the username and the token. Okay, so let us say we send the username and the token. And it's always suggested that to create this one as a separate utility, we may need this later on. Okay, render email template .js. Okay, so render email template.js, render verification email. Okay, render verification email.template.js. Let me just grab out that and paste it inside this render email template. Okay, now I'll just export this one, export render verification email template. Okay, and what I will do is I will grab out the HTML. I'll provide the HTML as await render verification email template. You need the username and the token. Okay, the username and the token. Now I think this we are good to go. Now let us check out if we can send the email pnpm dev. Okay, so pnpm dev. Now what I will do is I will go ahead to my postman. Now I have created a new collection named as next authentication YT. Okay, so I don't know why it's asking every time I'm visiting this. Okay, so user sign up, and what I will do is I will type another username. Let us say CWF 2006. Let us say we are giving another email. Okay, so let us click on send and let us see what happens here. Okay, let's wait for some time. Mm, I think we're returning the response. Okay, so missing credentials for plane. What happened? Sent to failed to send verification email. What happened? Connect error sending verification mail. Missing credentials for plane. What is happening here? Let me see. I think we need to restart our server once. Oh, sorry. Actually, I renamed this. Actually, I named this as next underscore public. This should be node mailer underscore. Let us just restart the server. Okay. Okay. So accidentally, I just wait a second. I need to delete the existing user before sending the email again. Okay. So there is a typo in the environment keys. Okay, so what I will do is I'll go inside next authentication. There is one user. Okay, so I'll just delete that user. And what I'll do is I'll try to send the request again. Okay, let's try to send the request again. Let us wait for the result. Okay, so please check your email for further instructions. We are getting the console log actually. We're getting the console log. We're getting the console log. I think we had actually provided the console log inside the API part. Route.js, let us see. Inside the sign up route.js. Actually, we're okay. So we are actually logging the email response inside the console. Okay, so we'll be removing all the console logs later on. But let us check out our. Wait a second. I think I'll just plug in my charger. Okay, so let's check our mail trap and it's loading. Yeah, let us see. Oh, wow. So this works. Okay, so now what is happening is we are using the render function provided by this the React email slash components. Okay, and this is actually rendering the entire email component into a plain HTML template. Okay, so Now, if I'll click on this verify, what will happen is it will take me to this verify page, but I don't have any verify page. So let us grab out that authentication token, the verification token, okay, and paste it inside this user email verification. So I'll paste it here, send the request, email verified successfully. Now, if I'll resend it, invalid verification token, because once the user is being verified, what is happening is the entire token is getting reset. Okay, so let's go inside next authentication. We have two documents is verified true. Now this is working as I wanted. Okay, so this was an experiment that I just did, and I just posted in the refactoring video how to refactor from like Resend to, and we are refactoring from Resend to node mailer, because there's some limitation in Resend, like you can have only one user email per inbox, but here you can have multiple things. Okay, even if you provide an invalid email also, it will allow you to like, it will allow you to test the email sending responses. Now if I'll say I'm going ahead and typing in some gibberish, let's say we are typing some gibberish, something gibberish, and if I'm sending the response, if I'm sending this, now what will happen is it will just send the email, but we don't want that. Okay, so there's some functionalities how we can, I don't know actually how we can verify the email, like if it is an authentic email or not. Okay, so this is how the mail trap works. It's only for email testing purposes. Do not use mail trap on production environment. Okay, so let's just delete the user document that we just created. Okay, so let us just delete the user document. Okay, so let's just connect it, and it is actually not in the agenda part, but I wanted to refactor the recent API to node mailer because there are some limitations. So let us just go ahead and push the code to GitHub. Okay, so video 7 completed, video 7 completed, and I will commit the changes, and I'll push the entire code to GitHub. Push origin. Now if you have not yet subscribed to my channel, just subscribe to my channel if you want to have such awesome projects. Now just now I had uploaded the sixth video, but that has been scheduled for tomorrow. Okay, so that will be happening tomorrow only. So this video will be scheduled for day after tomorrow. Okay, and you can get all the code on github.com. Okay, if you want the code access, you can get it on github.com for free. And we have 7 commits. If you want video wise code, click on this 7 commits that is appearing here. Okay, against the clock symbol. Okay, and you will have all this code here. Okay, video 1 completed, video 2 completed. You can have the commit wise code. If you will click on this code icon, let us say I want the code for video 4, so it's telling that browse repository at this point. Okay, if I'll click that, I can have the code for video 4 till the code till video 4 was completed. And this is the latest commit that I have made just now, refactoring everything. Okay, so I think I should have provided some description, but it's okay to just have this. Okay, thank you everyone for watching this video, and I will see you next time.